Hello Lolas, welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click the bell to be a part of the notification squad. This is just a quick video, and I know I've added some more babies to the bed. We got a bed full of babies, a bed full of babies, a bed full of babies. Every time you come to the room, it's a bed full of babies. Okay, baby. Okay, period. Baby, yes, I got many talents, and rapping ain't one of them. Anyway, so so today we have, let's name all the babies. Let's see. We have Houston, Tiger, Drew, look at me, I remember Drew, PJ, Zende, and Carly. So yeah, so we got the babies in here. Okay. All right, so I was just thinking, talking back and forth with one of my artist friends, and you know, we bounce ideas off each other from time to time, and you know, sometimes we vent, you know, different things like that. But I was thinking, like, we always like talk about all the bad things and the bad customers and the bad sellers and the bad artists, but we don't speak enough on these collectors out here that are amazing, that are honest, that are loyal, that, you know, just they come in, they understand, they know what this art is. They set their expectations. They find out what your expectations are, and or whatever the case may be, but they work well in transactions, and we just don't speak enough on that. And I think for me, over the length of time that I've been selling, because I've not just become a seller since I was a collector. What people don't realize is that even as an artist, I was a seller even before I started painting. I was selling as a collector. So what people don't realize, a lot of stuff that you do and you say and when you talk about artists, it can come back to bite you in the butt, because here's the thing. You one day also will be a seller, regardless if you paint or not. Amen. Okay. Because at some point you want to sell it all. And now guess what? Now you're in the position of what many artists have to do day to day. And I'm gonna tell you something, it's not easy. It's not fun. So, you know, be mindful. I know a lot of people like to get out here and lead with, you know, being bold and, you know, like to say all types of stuff and this and just be mindful. Take it from me. But there are collectors out here that they will reach out to you if it's something that they don't want, or the price is not in the price range that they want. They'll say thank you, or they'll say your work is beautiful, but that's more than what I was expecting to spend. Or they'll say, you know, thank you, is definitely, I'm sure it's worth it. I'll be in touch, or whatever the case may be. They'll let you know, or they'll just say, hey, yeah, I'm not, you know, this is not the one, but I'll keep an eye on something in the future. Just different little sayings like that. Sometimes they'll just heart your stuff. That's fine with me too. You know, acknowledge that they got your response, and they'll move on. And then some will say, hey, I'm trying to move something around and I'll see what I do. And they'll come back and they'll really buy. Sometime you'll get a customer, a potential customer that'll keep inquiring from time to time. And, you know, one day they'll inquire and they'll say, oh, I'm ready. And so all the other times when you've been kind, you've been respectful, professional, and you've answered the questions and they never bought, and you're thinking like, you know, they're window shopping, because we don't have a storefront. So I don't consider that time wasting. But then it pays off in the end, because one day they come back and they really buy. And they actually be a very good customer. You have people that, you know, they need a layaway because this is the only way that they can do this. These dolls are expensive. So I understand that. They need a layaway and they make their payments. And sometimes you got customers that pay good all the time, but something might come up, but they communicate with you. And communication is everything. And they let you know, hey, something might be coming up. I don't know. I know I said I was going to do this, but it might be a little bit later. And now, granted, artists, as a seller, you don't want to hear that. It's like, dang, I really didn't want to hear that. But what you do appreciate even more so is the fact that they communicated with you. They let you know, and boom, there you have it. And I feel like, for me, and I'm just speaking on me, I want to say like 98% of my customers have been that for me. When I say like, I don't want to do customs, or I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do layaways or stuff like that anymore, it has usually zero to do with my customer base, because I have had some of the most amazing customers. I'm telling you right now, like I've really, when it comes to that, my customers have been really kind to me. I mean, I really have been, blessed with a good client base. It's always going to be, one or two off or whatever the case may be. But that goes back to that video where I was telling you the other day, like you can't just let that stop you from doing what you got to do. Going on, getting better. Sometimes you need to learn from it. Like it's a lesson, something you need to take from it. The customer is not always right, but they're not always wrong either. And two things can be true at the same time. Both of y'all can be wrong. They can be wrong in the way that they said, and you can be wrong for what you did. Like, I don't know. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, But anyway, I just wanted to say, if no one has told you that they appreciate you as a customer, I would like to tell you on behalf of all the artists out here who has great customers, we do appreciate you. And let me tell you something, for all the artists out here and sellers or collectors and sculptors and whatever that think that they don't stink, and they try to talk to you any kind of way and treat you like this, and oh, you're wasting my time, you didn't greet me properly, you didn't go through the 5 steps of commandment when you reach me, like telling people to kiss your grits, like for real, like please, right there where the butter sink in, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, cause what, be for real. Like sometimes I'll see like some of the posts that people post, or like even me as a customer, I've reached out to certain people, and the way they like treated me, I'm like, absolutely not. I remember one time I was almost about to make a sale, do a transaction, and this was by a very reputable artist, and loved their work, still love their work to this day. I was going to buy the doll, and so when I got ready to pay, I was like, are you going to send me an invoice? And or something. And somehow it got to the part of paying. And they mentioned to me, well, you have to send it to me, friends and family. And I said, well, I don't have no protection that way. So I don't pay. And it was my first transaction with them too. And I'm like, I prefer to pay, the regular way. Well, it was like, well, if you pay that way, it's going to be a couple more $100. Excuse-moi. Like, I will never to this day understand that, okay, if you want someone to pay friends and family, that's on you. But to take away the privilege of protection and also maybe pay for it, giving up my protection, is crazy business. And the fact that these people are getting upset over 20 cents is crazy. Sometimes, like, I know I'm not saying it's 20 cents literally, but like, if I'm buying a $5,000 doll from you and you can't eat $100 in a fee, 3% or whatever it is, or even if it was $300 out of $5,000, you can't eat that, then baby, don't worry about it. You go ahead and keep your $300 and I'll keep my $4,700. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's make it make sense. real, for real, for real. Like, these people be really acting like their friends and family is saving them so much money. No, they just want that extra reassurance that you can't come back and do a chargeback. You can't. Yeah, it's risky business for us as sellers, but it's also risky business for the collectors as well. Like, it has to be a two-way street. We have to learn how to work together in order to make it work. Like, don't piss me off. Like, and I see it sometimes like, oh, I take Venmo. Like, one of these sculptors put on there, I take Venmo, PayPal, and friends and family only, Cash App, da 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 da, like all these things. They do not do like, or I think this one was like no PayPal. Like, they didn't do PayPal at all. My bad. They didn't do PayPal at all. So there's all these scratch offs and sniff offs, and I'm like, first of all, you got a history of being late. Second of all, you got another history of 50-50 chance that something might not be completely correct. And thirdly, who you think you're talking to? So it's like, and then or they start off with, and let me tell you this, if you think, first of all, that is not good marketing. Wait a minute. Let me let y'all know, first of all, anytime you start off as, first of all, if you think, or I don't care, and you're not, and don't think, all of that, want me to buy something, it's crazy work. But yes, people of course buying it anyway, obviously, because they wouldn't still keep doing it if they wouldn't get sales. But I'm just saying, I'm not one of those. Like, this is my price, and if you think it's gonna go on sale for later and you're gonna wait, you're just gonna miss out. Well, listen here, Linda. I'm gonna take my chances, because every other 5 days you gotta sell. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just keeping it real. And I know, like, that's another thing. Like, if you're sellers, for hints for sellers, if you drop your prices regularly, you train your customers to wait for you to drop your price. And I had did that a couple times on a few babies, and I noticed people were just waiting around for the price to sell. And there are certain babies that I was like, I'm absolutely not dropping the price, so I kept that baby till doomsday, until somebody gonna pay what it's worth. But it's because you are trained people to feel like that. But it was just so funny when I saw the post. If you think that you go catch this baby on sale and I'm gonna put it on sale, 5 days later. The only reason I'm putting this one on sale is because okay, all right, I'm gonna stop. Anyway, guys, I'm just having fun. Don't take me too serious. I love laughing, and nothing don't really bother me the way that people think. Like, a lot of people think like I'm this mean grump and I'm so worried. I don't care enough to be that angry in my life, to be honest. Like, I literally, I have to point out to people all the time, be like, when the last time you seen somebody pull up to my house? Like, I really don't do people. Like, I don't care. Like, I love who I love, but other than that, I could care less. I could go 365 years without having a visitor. Like, so to think that somebody that I don't know, that live millions of miles away from me, that's online, that all I gotta do is hit one button and delete them out of my life completely, that I'm gonna be that angry with them and hold on to it for years and years to come, it's crazy work. I probably don't even remember your name. And as a matter of fact, I have a funny story, but my battery is about to die. And I'll tell you about the time when I went to make a purchase with someone, but they had me blocked. They had to unblock me to do the purchase. But I still stood there and bought the doll. Like, anyway, that's another story. I'll talk about it in the chat box. See you guys later. Thanks for watching.